What's up, guys? Welcome to Nutarot. I am an energy and intuitive reader, and I'm here to do the important messages for somebody. So let's see who's gonna get it. Virgo, what's up, Bergie Bergs? Thank you so much for being here. I hope you guys are doing swell today. Ooh, I hope I do. I hope I get Cancer today too. That way you guys get 2 in 1. All right. Anyways, what's up, Virgies? Thank you so much for being here. I hope you guys are doing swell today. So today we're going to do your important messages, all right? I'm going to pull a few cards from the skipper deck and clarify. I do offer personal readings. That information is in the description box below. Let's begin, Virgie Virgs. I have a side note for you. Make sure that you're listening to your intuition, even if it's telling you something that you don't want to hear, okay? I feel like it's trying to help you avoid having to take a loss when it comes to your money and stability in the future. So make sure that you are listening to it, okay? And just do whatever you have to do, all right? Even if you don't want to, all right? Okay, the first card you have is Despair in reverse, number 32. All right. So I feel like if you guys were sad, or maybe if work wasn't doing well, that's about to change, okay? Maybe you guys feel very alone, that's about to change as well. What is Despair in reverse? You have the Three of Pentacles and the Five of Wands, okay? It's gonna be about work, all right? I do feel like you were dealing with a lot of competition energy. People were trying to compete with you and stuff like that. Six of Wands, the Tower in reverse, and the High Priestess in reverse. All right. All right. So a lot of you guys are going to get out of this despair energy because you are willing to work with the universe in some way. Okay, I feel like the universe is like, listen, these are not your people. All they want to do is fight and compete with you. They're not your people. These are your people. We're bringing you over here. I do feel like you have to. It's like you're going from like having a whole group of people, 5, to going to like only having 3, okay, or maybe 2. Like I feel like something is going to be like, it's like there's 20 people, whatever, okay. I feel like you're about to feel a lot better. You're going to be you're going to be very successful. You're going to get a lot of attention because you're working with the universe, okay. Some of you guys, this is just like, you're used to a big energy, but you can't have that right now because everybody's competing for a big energy, and the big energy is not, whatever everybody's competing for is not worth it. You're not meant to be part of the rat race. You're not meant to be part of it, okay. Others of you, you're still in this, you're trying to fight for something, okay. You're trying to put yourself in this competition energy. You are trying to compete for something here, and you're not listening to your intuition, and you're avoiding. And if you're doing that, you're going to stay in despair. What did I say in your side note? If you decide to compete, if you decide to be part of the rat race, if you decide to do anything other than just work with what you have or work with whatever, you're going to be in more despair than what you are now. A lot of you guys are going to get out of this despair because you're willing to work with the universe, and that's why you're going to be successful. Others of you are avoiding the inevitable. Your intuition is telling you the more that you fight, the more that you try to compete, the worse something is going to be for you. Your intuition is giving you a heads up. It's not freaking lying. So others of you, I don't know what to tell you, man. Whatever. Next card you have is Imprisonment in reverse, number 29. All right. A lot of you guys are about to get out of some type of imprisonment. I feel like you were put in an imprisonment that you did not deserve wrongfully, okay? The King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Yeah, I feel like a lot of you guys are ready to come out of this imprisonment, okay? I feel like, while someone put you in this wrongfully, you were in there healing, all right? You were in there like, okay, let me get myself together, let me prepare myself because I know that I'm going to be set free, right? Whenever we are put in a situation that we know we don't deserve in, we automatically know this is not going to be forever, this is temporary, I'm being tested, right? You always know that. And I feel with the King of Cups, you knew that. You kept it honest and true and integral the whole way. And that is why you're about to get freed. Okay, the universe is going to come and save you. The Magician in reverse, the Sun in reverse, and the Ace of Swords in reverse. Okay, Leo energy here. Yeah, I do feel like these people definitely manipulated a situation here. They're going to manifest punishment for themselves. Okay, with the Sun card in reverse and the Ace of Swords in reverse, I feel like they created misery for you under a lie, okay? I feel like, for as long as they kept you trapped under, they were able to trap you and do this to you wrongfully because of a lie. They lied and someone dumb believed them, and that's why you dealt with this. But this was only is only going to be temporary, okay? I feel like something is gonna, the tables are always gonna turn. All right. So something now, this person is going to be wrongfully put in a imprisonment that the universe is not gonna save them though, because they deserve to be there, right? You got saved because you weren't supposed to be there. You were put there under a lie. That's why the universe is going to save you. But the universe is not going to save them because they deserve to be there. You understand? The Four of Cups in reverse. You know everything I'm saying. You know everything I'm saying. You're just sitting there waiting for them for it to be their turn, right? A lot of you guys are like, yep, some of you guys already got out. You're out and you're fresh and you're whatever, and the universe wants you to know that like that same energy is coming for them, and they won't be able to take it. They're not as strong as you. And that's what the universe is showing a lot of people. The same way you treat others, if it's done to you, you couldn't take it. You couldn't handle it. If it was done to your child, to your mom, to your sister, to your brother, you couldn't handle it. They couldn't handle it. And that's what's coming for their ass. Virgo, don't you worry. And you know it. You know it. Next card you have is pathway, number 35. All right. I feel like a pathway of healing is opening up for you. Okay. Transformation. I feel like a lot of you guys have done a lot of work. Okay. On healing, on becoming a better version of yourself. What is pathway here? Someone is so jealous that you're doing better than them and they suck. What's pathway? You have the Knight of Wands in reverse. Aries, Leo, Sag. Okay. King of Pentacles in reverse, the High Priestess and the Seven of Swords in reverse. Pisces energy here towards Virgo, Capricorn. Well, you're not going to have fun because I feel like you're going to have to make a sacrifice. But your intuition is telling you this, okay? This is not going to be a surprise for you. Your intuition has been giving you a heads up. It has been telling you, hey, you're going to have to make a sacrifice in order for you to get on this path. Hey, and I feel like you're not going to have fun. It's going to be like, you're going on a trip, and your intuition is like, hey, you should bring extra money. Hey, you should bring extra money. You're like, man, I'll handle it when I get there. You get to the amusement park and they're like, hey, these passes are expired. You're like, what? They're like, yeah, they're expired. So, and now you're not going to have fun because now you're going to have to be in the line of freaking Six Flags for like an hour while they figure out how, you're going to have to be on the line of an hour, you got to go to the passes line. That line is like an hour. It's only one person there. It took you 2 hours to get to Six Flags, and that whole 2 hour ride, you were happy. And then you get there and now you're like, this sucks. You're in the hot sun for a whole hour. The freaking line is moving slow, but your intuition told you. So you're going to realize how you self-sabotage, right? Because if you would listen to your intuition and brought that extra money or whatever, you could have renewed the shit right then. But because you didn't, they have to go and check your stuff and something like that. You're going to have to make a sacrifice. Some of y'all are might even be like, you know what? We're not even going to do this today. Right? You might have other plans. You're like, after Six Flags, we're supposed to go to whatever. You might have to not even go to Six Flags. You might end up having to go home and not even enjoying Six Flags. But you have to understand that life is not about the destination. It's the journey. This has nothing to do with Six Flags. It has to do with the fact that you didn't listen to your intuition. It has to do with the fact that you self-sabotage. That's what this is about. You did all that, and now you have to go all the way back. And you're not only did you not enjoy Six Flags, you also sat there for a whole hour for nothing. And then you get to the cashier, and they're like, the system is down. Something crazy, bro. You're not going to have fun, all right? But that is because you weren't listening. If you were prepared, it would have been different. Okay, but this is meant to teach you that it's time for you to change, Virgies. And it's time for you to trust your intuition and listen to your intuition. Because because your intuition is going to start telling you stuff about your money and stability moving forward. It's going to be focused on your money and stability. So if you're not willing to listen, you're going to be taking a lot of sacrifices, a lot of L's if you don't listen now. Okay? I don't care if you're not going to have fun. Life is not always meant to be fun. Sometimes you gotta freaking get serious. Okay. Next card you have is message of concern, number 14. All right, so there's going to be some type of message of concern that you have here. Okay, what is message of concern? You have the Seven of Swords in reverse. Okay, you're about to find out something. Quick, King of Wands, Ten of Cups in reverse, and the Four of Pentacles. Aries, Leo, Sag. I feel like you're about to find out that you are confidently holding on to something that is going to be your demise. This could be a family member. It doesn't have to be though. But I feel like it's like you're gonna get a message. Someone's gonna be like, "Hey, so because you were holding on for this for so long, we can no longer do this for you," or something like that, and you're gonna feel really upset. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse, yeah, you're gonna kick yourself in the butt because you're just like, I don't even know why I was holding on to this person or these people because I don't even trust them like that. I don't like them like that. I don't trust them like that. They don't make me happy. It just looks good on paper, or it just looks good to say that I have these people or whatever, but something was not making you happy. And now you're real, like this message is going to come in. It's going to make you realize that it's not, you shouldn't hold on to things just because it looks good or just because of the title or whatever, because like now you're realizing that you holding on to something was the worst thing that you could have possibly done. Next, you have main female in reverse, number 2. All right, sex does not matter. This is somebody who you used to talk to every day, see every day, and now you don't. What is main female in reverse here? You have the Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. Okay. I feel this person looks good, smells good right now. The High Priestess in reverse, the King of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. Okay. Okay. The World is here. I feel like you close out a chapter with this person. I don't feel like this is a bad person, or I don't feel this is anybody who did anything negative to you. Okay. Whatever reason you guys no longer talk, I don't feel like it's because of a negative reason. I don't feel like there's any malice. There's not any betrayal here at all. Okay. I feel like this person is looking real good, smelling real good right now. I feel like this person is getting communication, that they're getting some type of upgrade when it comes to their money and stability. I feel like you're not listening to your intuition. Something is closed out. Okay. You could be wondering about this person, and this is your like, you want to know what's going on with them. Well, they're looking good, they're smelling good, they're really confident right now. They're finding out communication, or they're getting communication that their money and stability is doing better. They're getting some type of upgrade. They're doing really well. This person could be a business owner. I feel like, I feel like you're not listening to your intuition. You don't have to reach out or whatever. That cycle is closed. Like, they're gonna go live their life, and you're gonna go live your life. It's gonna, like, this time next year, it's gonna be like this person never existed. Some of you guys could be too focused on this person. And the universe is like, go live your life. Their life is about to go. They're about to go to freaking Japan, and you're worried about somebody who you won't ever be able to see ever again because the cycle is closed. Okay. So just move on and worry about yourself. All right. Don't worry about what's going on with this person. They're going to be fine. Okay. The last card you have is family room, number 21. All right. So this is about your family. Okay. Some of you guys could be building a bigger family or adding onto your family in some way. What is family room here? You have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay. The Moon, the Emperor, and the Page of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Cancer energy here. Something is being hidden. Okay. So you could be trying to have a baby or trying to impregnate somebody. You will do that. You will get someone pregnant. You will have that. Now, a lot of you guys need to slow down though, because there's something is being hidden. I'm hearing genetics. So just slow your roll. I feel like a lot of you guys are very eager to get pregnant, or someone is very eager to get pregnant, but it's like, I'm not gonna, there isn't gonna be any complications. I'm not gonna say that's not what it is, but like, there's gonna be genes. I don't know what that means. You are gonna have a healthy baby. The Page of Pentacles is here, but healthy as in, I don't know. They might have some type of disorder. Um, whatever. I don't feel like it's gonna be a situation where like they need to be incubated, or I mean, I don't know the whole. I'm not a doctor, okay, but I'm not seeing a child that is sick or anything like that. There's like a gene thing or a chromosome or something is off. But they're going to be healthy. Like there's like, you know, you have the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, a lot of you guys need to really like, do you want to do that to yourself, to whatever? Um, I feel like a lot of you guys, you could be finding out that you have something in your family that you could pass it down to your child. Um, if you're scared that you're going to pass something down to your child, you are. So you're going to have to be a leader here and make the decision. Some of you guys, you're like, yeah, it's okay. The Queen of Pentacles, I can take care of it. I can, whatever happens, it doesn't matter. I'm ready. Okay. Others of you with the moon, you're not as ready as what you've seen. Okay. And the universe is trying to give you a heads up because a lot of people out here are having babies and they're not freaking ready for it. And with that Queen of Pentacles, I feel like you do deserve this baby. You are going to be a good parent. Um, but you need to be aware what the challenges that are coming, right? So yeah, you know, with the Page of Pentacles, this might be a child that's going to stay a child forever. You know what I'm saying? Like when they're 18, they're not going to be able to just leave the nest. Like they're going to need you to be there all the time. Like they're going to need to be supervised or whatever. It's like, are you ready for that? Right? Um, like really think about this, Virgies, before you do this. Okay? And it's not about a child. Um, I feel like you want to blend two families together or something, or I'm seeing a picnic. Maybe you're like, yeah, I want to, my family's going to meet your family. Now, I do feel like something is being hidden though. So this is still do it, but something is being hidden. I feel like these families don't know. Oh, Kanisha's your family? Oh, hell no. Something is going to be a problem. Something is going to be a problem. And with the Two of Pentacles, you're going to have to be like, damn, so we can't invite Kanisha because if we invite Kanisha, then Bob is going to get crazy. But like, you're going to have to make a difficult decision here. And like, I feel like there's hidden beef with that moon card. And it's going to be shown to you like the day of the picnic or whatever. The Queen of Pentacles, you are going to handle it right. With the Emperor, you are going to be in charge. With the Page of Pentacles, though, people, the person that's in the wrong, the person who threw the first punch is going to apologize. But with the moon, it's like this is going to tear this family apart because people are going to choose sides. Oh, well, if Sam can't come, I'm not coming. So it might be where it's like it's going to turn like you wanted something to be like a blended family, but it's just going to be you and your person. You tried. Okay? You can't control people and their stuff. You tried, so don't be so hard on yourself. For those of you guys, this is like you're trying to blend two families in together. I feel like with the moon, how are you supposed to know that they didn't like each other back in college? You didn't know that, right? This is out of your control, but this is going to show you that like you can't have that happily family. Some of you guys were like, yeah, we're gonna take family vacations every year. Now I have a big family, right? Mm-mm. I feel like it's gonna stay small, but that's okay. You don't need anybody but you and your person anyway. So, all right. So, what I have for you, I hope this helped. Have a good day or a good night whenever you watch this, and stay positive.